Dak Prescott and the Cowboys jumped out to a 7-point first-quarter lead last night, but after that, Dallas would not score again until the fourth quarter. Ezekiel Elliott found the end zone twice, but, Shannon, I'm sorry, he failed to reach 100 yards on the ground for the fifth straight game. The Cowboys defense gave up over 150 yards on the ground. Mitchell Trubisky racked up 4 total touchdowns against that struggling Dallas D. Shannon, what do you think was the turning point of this game?
Kickoff. As soon as Dallas got on the field, it was over. Yeah, I saw it.
I saw opening. I saw like a classic opening drive.
Okay.
You're wrong again.
Okay. Still, look, and we kind of touched on this earlier. I just don't think the Cowboys make the proper adjustments offensively. Skip, when you script it, I mean, this is scripted. Now the defense gets an opportunity to adjust what you've done. Now you need to make adjustments. Okay, I granted, you might not go score on your next drive, Skip, because they've made adjustments. Now you need to make adjustments once you see what their adjustments are. But to go that length of time, to go an entire, three, I think they had the ball up because the drive was so long in the first half. I mean, I think the Cowboys had 1 possession, 2 possessions, but it was only 1 play in the first quarter because the first drive of theirs was so long. And even the Chicago ate up clock until Trubisky threw that interception. But the entire second quarter and the entire third quarter, you make no adjustment. Skip, that was nothing. I'm like, y'all can't even move the ball. Y'all can't. Oh, wait. Number one, Dallas went to the game last night, Skip. Who is number 1 in third down conversion, Skip?
We were.
You said it. Were. Past tense.
I think we still are.
No, I don't think so.
Pretty good last night.
Oh, you're pretty good? Yeah. So you start 4 for 4, then you go 0 for 8?
Well, I mean, overall, we were pretty good. 6 of 14, I believe.
That ain't good.
Okay. Well,
I mean, 6 of 12 is 50%.
Okay.
If you go 6 of 14, Skip Bayless, I guarantee you, your record will be worse than what it was if you wasn't number 1 in third down. But anyway, you're number 1 in third down. See, again, it comes from all these old guys. See, like what you did right there? We ended up pretty good. Game was out of hand, though.
Well, it's not like a Carson Wentz 3 of 13 third down.
Whoa. You were 0 for 8. 0 for 8. So at one point in time, Skip, you were 4 for 12. Truth be told, at one point in time, Skip Bayless, you were 4 of 12, which is worse than Carson Wentz's 3 of 13. Anyway, Skip, look, I wish I could make you feel better.
I don't need to feel better.
I'm not trying to make you feel better. I'm trying to make you hurt. I'm tired of everybody, mainly led by you.
Yeah.
Only Troy Aikman and I can see.
Okay.
That is not Jason Garrett's fault. Not entirely. But he takes all the blame. Skip, what about that tackler last night? You said your $100 million guy had 1 tackle, 1 assist, no pressures, no QB hits. And you paid him 20. He's one of the highest paid, 2 or 3 highest paid defensive ends, and he gave you that performance. Jalen Smith. Flying around. Where the flying? I ain't seen no flying last night.
They're actually picking on him with the pass.
You saw that? 3 times in a row.
Yep.
What they telling you?
You know who can cover? Wolf Hunter can cover. He can run, and he's rangy, and he can cover.
Well,
and he's out.
Yeah. One of the best abilities a player can have is availability.
Well,
so he wasn't available.
When you have a neck problem, you got a problem.
How's that my problem? That's the Cowboys' problem. He had neck problems in college, didn't he?
I can't remember if it's a neck problem. He had all kinds of problems. Yep.
Exactly. So this is what I'm looking. I don't even want to talk this much. Just turn that one down. At some point in time, Skip, there's enough blame to go around. Yes, we can blame Jason Garrett. He low-hanging fruit. The tree is just bare. The fruit is just bare. You like fruit. I mean, apple, trees, Skip, when the fruit is bountiful. I mean, the branches like bend over. And so you just go, like grapevine, you just go, he's right there. Right. Jason Garrett's right there. He's low-hanging fruit. But you got to dig, like you say, Skip, there's layers to this. Like an onion, you got to peel down the layers.
Yep.
And if you peel down, Jerry said all the coaches he hired, because he hired them because if things didn't work out, Jason Garrett was strong enough to take the blowback. That's what Jerry said. I ain't said this. So now, nobody's mentioned Chris Richard and that defense looked awful.
Okay.
Rod Marinelli, he's also a D coordinator, looked terrible. Colombo's offensive line couldn't keep a 3-man rush out.
Okay.
At what point in time is somebody else's fault?
Okay. It is my turn now to talk about what really happened in the game last night.
You lost. That's what really happened.
So the opening drive again was the longest in the last 15 years, 17 plays, and it was classic vintage, are we there yet kind of drive. And we saw one against Buffalo, which had more splash plays because this was grinding it out. Third down, third down, third down, third down, 4 third-down conversions. And my quarterback was sharp. My quarterback looked like he was about to be on fire for the whole game. But my team, because there's no real sense of urgency, because they know in the backs of their minds, this is not backs to wall, this is not do or die, then they sort of heave a big sigh of relief like, is that enough? Do we do enough? Is that do we win? No, you didn't win because there's a whole bunch of game left.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens on the first Bears drive? Trubisky turns right back into Trubisky.
Yep.
And he throws a pass that's a head scratcher. I didn't even see a receiver in the vicinity. And guess what? My little man, Jordan Lewis, who picked off Drew Brees, I'm sorry to bring this up, in a big game at Jerry World about this time last year to end that game, he makes an Amari Cooper special. He makes a toe tap catch, right?
He owed him. After what Cole Beasley did to him last week, he owed him.
Okay, so that was the first Dallas Cowboy interception in over 300 defensive snaps. They had gone 4 games with no turnovers, tying a franchise record. And I'm like, whoopsie-doo, here we go, right? Because it was like finally somebody got their hands on a football and actually held on to it and toe-tapped. And again, the ref initially said no, and then it was a quick review. Oh, yeah, he got his toes down. Guess what, boys and girls? What was the upshot of the first interception in forever? It pinned them at their 1-yard line. It was so 2019 Dallas Cowboys because they finally got a turnover that put them in jail. It's like, what are you doing? Like it's absolutely the worst turnover that you could force is on your own 1-yard line, to the point that you start thinking, well, should he have just knocked the ball down? Well, then they're probably going to get at least a field goal out of it. So you got to catch it.
They might have got a first down and led to a touchdown.
Okay, given how it had been going, you're probably right. But this was their first drive. So you say, good, we got the ball.
Yeah.
And we got nowhere to go. And it's a quick 3 and out.
Oh,
and
you
now
got Dak.
Okay, but again, on the 1-yard line.
Yes, Dak.
Okay, well, we don't got Dak.
Oh.
But we did, by the way. There is a silver lining here. We did win the turnover battle last night, and usually when you go 2-0, even on the road, you got a pretty good shot at winning the game. Am I right about that? My team, silver lining, did not turn the football over. My quarterback didn't turn it over. My running back didn't turn it over. Nobody fumbled, no receiver. They dropped 4 balls, but they did not fumble a football. Is that not a small positive? Yeah, I'll take that. And they wound up with more yards than the Bears, but you're going to laugh at that because you say that's empty calories.
It was.
Okay, so now I got to just mention this, and we don't even have to see it, but we're talking about the $100 million man, DeMarcus Lawrence, because this was a little big play in this game, because as the Bears then started to drive in what turned into the 7-7 drive, Dallas backed him up to 3rd and 9 at the 50. And what did my $100 million defensive end do on that play? He jumped offside. You can't, you know what? That's a losing play. You've been around, I mean, you were mostly on winning teams, but you know what a losing play is. That's just a losing play where your whole psyche is just infiltrated with negative thoughts, and what can go wrong will go wrong. That's your highest paid defensive player. That's the guy who should be setting the tone on defense.
He's your highest paid player. It was just defense. He's your highest paid player.
But you got to make a play instead of a negative play.
Right.
And all of a sudden, it's 3rd and 4, and he flips it over to Tariq Cohen, and he gets loose and for whatever it was, and it's a first down, and here they go 7-7. So I just wanted to point that out. That's a losing play. And it was kind of a little turning point play. But now we get to the essence of turning point to me. I talked about it earlier. Zeke finally got loose. It was 1st and 10 at the 39. This is later in the second quarter. And he gets free for 31 that once upon a time might have been house. It might have been touchdown, but it's 31. And it was a sight for sore eyes because it's his longest run of the year. And I'm up giving him a standing ovation. And I'm like, eat, Zeke, eat, because we don't get to see this very often, do we? We don't get to see this. And we got to see it, and he deserved to be doing let's eat, right? So that's the first play. So now it's 1st and 10, and I'm going feed the beast because that was my mantra yesterday to you. That was my whole approach to the game.
Let him get a blow. He need to come out and get a blow.
Okay, wait a second. I'm going to get to the blow in just a second. So they give it to him, and he gets 4, which is not bad. I'll take 4. And then they give it to him again, and He gets 2. He gets 2. And guess what he does after the 2-yard gain? He waves out.
Yeah.
He waves out.
Come
Wait,
get me.
take me out,
Come get
Coach.
me.
I've had enough. This man is making $50 guaranteed million, and he's waving out in the second quarter. I'm outraged. I'm serious.
Skip.
That's just so out of line.
Skip.
You can't win that way when the guy that a lot of people think is your best player. Coach doesn't need a blow. Take me out.
Skip, I don't care if you're making $1 trillion.
Okay.
He still got heart and lungs.
Okay.
That require oxygen.
Okay.
And so he retired.
Would Shannon Sharp have caught no, seriously. Would you have caught an 80-yard pass, 60-yard, 50-yard pass and say, Mike, I can't breathe?
I'm in the end zone.
Yeah.
I'm going to the house. I get 50, 60. I'm going to the house.
You know,
I'm coming to the sideline to give me some oxygen anyway.
You know, Chicago it's high altitude up there.
I know,
Right? You can barely breathe up there. It's lakefront. Come on. It's sea level, so to speak, right?
No.
So now it's 3rd and 4. That's what's left because he got 4 and 2. So on 3rd and 4, what then happens? Help me out. Guess who was not available last night? He tried to go before the game and could not go. Tony Pollard.
What?
High ankle sprain. So all of a sudden, guess who's in the game instead of 21?
Who?
Olawale, my fullback, is in the game.
Olawale.
On a crucial play. Remember, this is crucial. It's 10-7 right now. So the game is still teetering. We're kind of getting near the end of the half, right? And what happens on 3rd and 4? Olawale goes out on a pass pattern, although he gets it in his head that it's a wheel route when Dak against a blitz needs him to be the safety valve. He needs to just toss it to him and let him run with it for a first down.
Did you just see what Trubisky and Tariq Cohen did earlier?
Yeah,